Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to break down a big name in Pakistan's higher education scene, Mohammad Ali Jinnah University, or as pretty much everyone calls it, MAJU.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First up, we'll get to know the university, its history, and what it's all about. Then, we'll dive into all the different things you can study there. After that, we'll ask, why MAJU? And look at some key numbers, before wrapping up with how you can actually apply.
All right, let's jump right in. To really get what MAJU is all about, you got to go back to the beginning, to understand its roots and what makes it tick today.
So, check this out. MAJU kicked things off in Karachi way back in 1998. Now, they did have an Islamabad campus for a while, but in 2015, that became its own separate university. And that's actually a pretty big deal, right? It means for years now, all the focus, all the resources have been poured right into making the Karachi campus what it is today.
So, what's the big picture here? Well, MAJU is a private university in Karachi, and it has really zoned in on the stuff that, makes the world go round today: business, tech, and science.
Okay, now for the million-dollar question, especially if you're thinking of applying. What can you actually study here? Let's get into the programs, and wow, they have a lot to offer, starting with a real heavy hitter.
I mean, look at this. The computing department is an absolute powerhouse. We're not just talking a basic computer science degree here. You can dive deep into the really exciting stuff. We're talking AI, cybersecurity, and the best part, you can take that passion all the way up to a PhD. That's a serious commitment to tech. And it's the same story over in business administration. They are definitely thinking about the future. Sure, you've got your classic BBAs and MBAs, but they're also offering degrees in things like fintech and business analytics. These are the fields that are in super high demand right now. But wait, there's more. It's not just tech and business. MAJU's also got strong programs in engineering, specifically electrical and computer, plus life sciences, and even social sciences, with psychology being a big one. And this right here really tells you a lot about MAJU's whole philosophy. They're not just sitting back. By adding programs like cybersecurity and business analytics, it's clear they've got their ear to the ground. They're prepping students for the jobs of tomorrow, not just the jobs of yesterday.
Okay, so you've got all these options, which is awesome. But that leads to the big question: why pick MAJU? What's their secret sauce? Let's break down what really makes them stand out.
So, MAJU has this slogan, because road to success begins here. That's a pretty bold claim, right? So let's see what they've got to back that up. Well, for starters, it's about credibility. They've got the stamp of approval from the big players in Pakistan, the Higher Education Commission and the Engineering Council. That's huge. But then they also have this international link with the Association of Commonwealth Universities in the UK, which gives their degrees that extra bit of global weight.
And here's something they're really proud of: the people doing the teaching. MAJU makes a big deal about its foreign qualified faculty. And what does that mean for you as a student? It means you're getting world-class perspectives and a really high standard of education, right there in your classroom. Okay, time for a quick-fire round. Let's do a little data snapshot and look at MAJU by the numbers. These figures give you a really cool glimpse into the university's community.
First up, over 7,000 alumni. Think about that. That's not just a number. It's a massive professional network you can tap into for your entire career. That's huge.
Next, 300 faculty members. That's the team dedicated to teaching and guiding students. A number like that means you're probably not just a face in a giant lecture hall, you actually get that one-on-one time and mentorship. Over 30 different programs. We've seen a bunch of them already, and this just shows you the sheer variety. There's a specialized path here for pretty much whatever you want to do.
And I love this one: 11 languages spoken on campus. This isn't just a number. It tells you about the vibe of the place. It's diverse, it's multicultural, and it means you're going to be learning alongside people with all sorts of different backgrounds and perspectives.
All right, so maybe after hearing all this, you're thinking, hey, this sounds pretty good. Let's get down to brass tacks. How do you actually get in? Let's walk through the application process.
The whole process is actually super straightforward. First things first, you got to check the eligibility for the program you want. No surprises there. Then you hop online to apply, you study for their admission test, the MAT, and then you just keep an eye out for your name on the merit list. Simple as that.
So, when you put it all together, the history, the forward-thinking programs, the diverse community, it all comes down to this one question the university asks you: are you ready to become an agent of change? Hopefully this little tour has given you a much clearer picture to help you figure out your answer.